lenja namala chamala tashtil shuyayi tede tatare nganzo sumo densa kama choduk chokwa lingla tene lama lancho tende zakwa tende chi nganzo de tradishuyore tene konda boy na tachik wane gonglo chongdu ne tachik chape re nyamre re kansa chite ne wane chodu jurba wane chanda marwa tende chik lama shi shuyo bare tene poene ta goba khashel tene kembo na tene denjong pe tene jochu judu chembo ranjuribe kundan la chana che tini jinnubuge yan tachik tukzawa chembo tola tini toda namba kundo kola ngakyo tende nadigre tini jinnubuge tuwa nashinge injilomba agurum che desala tini lama chene peb temenge tene yama sacha mambochela tende chik ijinobo tana yore tene nga halam lo dungge kabe gebu kabla insa yo tene ijinobo kete ngal pecha tene tlapong sune tene kong tane halam nga chala lo chikza tende shubare tene chezo taji kong tangone halam kutso gomba manzo chi parto tene dakzela shuna che tene kansogo chingdup zangzang chona mani tungdup zangzang chona tende chene tachik lo mambo che tende chik tende shuna yore tende tsamege ta denjone gonglo deba mangcha gene gongu yore tende tarang ta ngangzo lingdo gombe sonamre tene jamgon jawe jasab dochi chancho mo chola tene ya soa deba nashingi tene talo tende chik kongi yangsi tende chik chaydi da jeba dai da jeba tende na yore tende chik shuyado
Razabime Sajuju Tashi to Zanchibri Monata Tune Kate Jubanzo Todina Manju, which is Yasi, Tributager, Mugen Children is a goto. Shasi Pimobrkebe, Injitibimata, Telipam with the Cholo, Gozon Saturday, Semishita. Train Kundu, Rejomadi, Children, son of Chotsi. Judgment will be paid, and Kunana, Tomaran Sanitation, what I checked in the Samanti Mother Turkey, or Micho, Pidin, Sojana, the Zerenda, Taranashi, Unze, Native Sanju, Zerenda, Saproka to give which did not Micho, so Saji, the dish, Zerenda, what to say. Tambo, see the Zaparama, so much to Chumber, teacher, when they was only much of Kunamala, Sandra Suyan.
There, Ojalo, Nito Jinjama, Wada, Tsene, Sassam, Jello, Nito Jamini, Zabi Dawa to Tsene, Zargo, Reza Pemba, Zakar, to your presence of Benimon, Samo said Desa, Parkama, Samo Shirt, Chunker, and the Zula Kondo. Jabji Kamor Boji Joga Wubuto, Kellogg, Gendi, Tede Pomoje, Den Zombe, Pozon of Another than Bagander, Dola Deji, Jungo Chipo, Sonja Demba, Bochi Jeda, Sebra de Yonu Tribonso, Marmaya said, and never given Rongo Kaji, Demba. Lava Thomas and Dodo and Chin, Nan, never give us some moon, you not know some so Samokaji, the Temper, which is subject hard on the Targin, the Cheddar. Temperature, the density of Tomba, Sonda, so you buy it. Catching trouble, so Samo Cambo Karma, Lachucho, you see. Lapter Karma, Eugene Maramochi, Tendo Masajan Zebuto, most video Kadicheva, Samo Kaji, Temple, Jaki, Karan, Bochi Chola, Gossam Pisada, Desa Chimo, Dectan, Desa Chimo, Parche Cholen, Bokan Nido, Chunker, and Jenny, Chepeno, Lapter, Kellogg, Number, Jamne, Gandy, Day number. There is a Kukumdo Tovo, Radio Young Children launching, Kujab Sono Lama Chu, Mixer Kundo Lobo, Sono Penzo Bachu, Dr. Karma to give the match of the Mayans of Koyin and Ye, Bayer Sumo Kaji, Gombatan, Tewan Pepe, Tebe Sumo Kaji, Chotu, Kojum Suman Kaji, Chotu, Singapore Sumo Kaji, Chotu, Malaysia Suman Kaji, Chotu. Indonesia, Medan, Suman Kaji Chotu, Jakarta, Suman Kaji Chotu, Pagombar, Suman Kaji Chotu, Surabaya, Suman Kaji Chotu, Hong Kong, Suman Kaji Chotu, Chotu, Lama Nova Tang, Tede Loma Mongochi, Chebe Nondo, China, Changma, Ye, Australia, Nihon, Saja Yudukane, Kondo Nova Tang, He Nai, Sane, Goti, Panjan.
gen kama kunjo ne doge ta gen kama chini jimi ji inge thone labro kama tuji ni ma mochi ku kongoni je namthar mondro namje
had the introduction to the brief biography of both the previous and current incarnation of Dr. Kamatuji Marimchi. The biographies will be introduced in Tibetan by Ken Kamakuncho and in English by Ken Sutinkyams.
Umar Jego de Romoso, Sepchonawe, Sumontele Manda, Tesserating Jami, Tinjin Lama, Jamji Sumokam Chodang, something Chibarkewashi, the Chogi Tubeko number down, Chogi Shinjo number giving it day, Chotakan bebe, Nidi Mimayola, some detached Deleshiwa Danja, Didn't Serja Mimayola, Kendo Yumichedo, Tode Lama, Kamalam Chod Dang, Te Yangse, Larger Kama to Jenima Chonigi, number do Dujimo to Shugin, Tode Kamal Lama Choni, Dokam, Sharcho, Surmonyala, Ru, Shalam Pinsangi, Yap, Shalam Singi Dang, Yum, Trogoza, Chamala Choni, the Seso, Chilochi Gongoja, Gypsy, Shindalo, Kuchong, Sedun Yobanani, Chewa Ying, Chongdu Yitsenla, Yamashu, Chongdu, Yungi, Gocha Lugin Kashi Nani, Sumon Shedar, Lubjung Jedo Tang, Lubjung Yuring Nangzi, Tenju Kutin Jube, Denza Pabon Langak, Sheda Tartini, Denza Pabone, Tango Gondo, Yarne Kemo, Tang Nawatar, General Yang Palbon Lapet, Teze Yum de Gonzo Chedo, Yana Manine Uzonde, Ulasagi Zola, Utu Matuge Badola, Lucha Chane Pep, Kangri Tokala, Lucia Sam Shu, Tene, Tashile Gosandang, Ta Ebaso, Uzang Rishi Lanegoje, Capter, Kudadang, Uchugi Mimandang, Chuying Jawa, Yachenjum, Tene, Nachula Penne, Nachukala Penne, Barunka Jugi Densa, Samde Kanzala, Dubanyamni Yurinje, Yuter, Seba Migi Lakandang, De Nando, Seba Migi, Kutonta Chik, Sedi Jeba Mase, Jang Trogi Yude, Tome Parsumla, Dejin Shindur So Tsuni, Dambe Chugi Jeba Jachin Jang Yurinshu, Tene Tsubula Penne, Jawaribe Doji Jani, Wangche Soshu, Jawan Chugi, Jagala Dogobi, Kap Hebatar, Jawan Chola Hindu, Duguni Dinjung So Pet, Jawan Chola, Wanglu Pulvar Tarshin, Jawan Chogi Gang, Tudin Sabla, Gusap Tseme Nang, Jawan Kachab Doji, Chakur Tashin Shigang, Nawate, Dr. Jamido Nam, Dinjung Yabe put on the Dinjangne, put on Tazi Ritudo Juni, Berjundo Yunedang, Shindu So Zuni, Dojagang, Zonga Tazi Tabushito, Lo Guam, Juni Ringla, Manisune, Kunsam Zebe, Zendimosu Shaljal, Niegor Giminam Kongi Chenla, Mani Lama Shibujin, Gundo, Takjela Shushin, Samre Rundela Pegio. Jawanchone, Chijato Kusato, Tinkashi, Tanglangji, Tedaji Kapso, Shini Budu Tan Mijin, Kogni, Zimbi Ondo Zuni, Puanam Yang, Soje Sola Tangni, Jadaki Jobanang. Shupechi, Gom Jani Shubamasi, Yarma Pepkang, Gondu, Lemi Yawanani, Pepperji. Rundela Shube, Kap Nujila, Surman Gumbe, Seling Kisumgi, Sayap Hajang Tardangeba, Odang, Ozirki Kangshin, Nima Yang, Rizin, Sirchiller Shami, Surman Gomba, Pem Zizida Deba, Girbe, Zimam Yachin Zimmi, Zimni Tawadang, Tuto Senge Jung, Kongi Bombala, Marala Nani Kuni Mimanoe, Milam Yabush Mison Gomne, to Gestur Chimbanang, Shobaten Le Shembadang, Tabashi Konsar Yone. Ki Yawa Ribe Doji, Zimjuna Ketungi do Serishu, Kon Ribe Doji Kundula Jabu, Yawan Chugi, Tirin, Suman Kawarim Yapsani, Rundela Petnangi Yobe, Ki Kongi Nango do Suni, Shakun Zena, Kongi Tula, Dangi Milamsang, Tirin Yang Tendipensum Tobube, Minshu Mirum Gone, Leso Shu, Chilochik Tonguja Dunju Dundun Lor, Jamji. Suman Kawarim Jerum de la Pebani Zuni, Kawarim Jingina, Wenjang Koni Gundone, Tu Nyam Shabdam, Lama Kunda Tebe, Tawa Kikin Shimbe, gege ni me nganga ta shu rangi lama ni do teni shu ni shi khon ribe doji kundu la chani ngoma ta da tende la samne rimbu chi gegen tanglen je ba yi ta da rimbu chi rimji kunar son yongdu gegen cheden shi gobe so ata be gyawon chu gi sha chena tene khon zur do tende lar yang tak je do ja jang ne shu tene la sa la be ne chagur ge jong je de lar yang de jong la phe nin shi rum de la phe ne ku ge dang nyen gur sok shu ne khon ji lama shi loma shi la khon ku shi ji dukan mi sa mi go kama be jing la be mi mang gi tu nang do shugul go be ge lam de nang ni tak je la phe be ge lam ni ku nyu be ge chu ten jab je kaw ri mi che dang ja ju ri mi che nam ni chamar be phe ne men la yi wang nang ti ji 직동 국자 야주 교수님 추발로 구시 토담 인슈라 슈지 구동론데라 된장 년바르 뭐지 강화리 뭐지 자주리 뭐지 주변 땡지 분조지 우슈기 렌사론데 기든 도마 용기 세티텐네 담바 콩지 샤진타 미망기 두저도 된장니 구동 슈불지 공조 속이 노전당 겐거 용조 얍소남 자제 나와 제기 구고메게 남다 락도 좀 쉬신 바이 또데 라마카마 라주 콩기 양세 라주 카마 두지 니마 초니 지로 직동 국자 국주 국거 사요로 다와 주베기 체 니슈 짱이 기닌 마탐 닝담도 야 베중 버지야당 용 양중 버지야니 기세수 군총 콩라 분제 전부 니당 중부 시지 주요 콩 공도 둘라 펩갑 장가르 트라시 초링 건도 통마라 초슈제 곤데르 로심링라 라마 추그링 보티안 게겐 텐니 이기 틸로소 장 디제 콩기 아샹 까마시드게 티네 제기 된사 빠가마 소몬시르 초골링도 자거르슈 잡제 소몬 가르임제 초기 우타 제부시네 예닝기 도만나데 첸 까마소놈 라게 제솔 테니 곰베 도질로본 나마 체랍 차왕이 되네 이게 딜로 우 잠데 랑자 페마 만주게 받도라 다종낭 테니 로체니 잠소 룩지 템비 좀너 잡제 종고시리 리메지 초니 예주기 동바당 림베 공주 까범기 왕당 차징 야중기 롱톱 꾸나 차드니 파마지베 빈제신 다종낭킨 언제 까마 추벨당 신 언제 로도 왕주 조베기 예게 남베기 돈에 술르기 초가당 돈당양 도저까진속 통유기 차면남 토선 침베 열롬nhập 지는 이돈 주든 로인 나왕아베기 체 니슈 짜고 있는 링네당 통기 차면 장타르심베기 차케르톱 지는 이돈 니슈 로 곰베 우충라 꼬니 노숨링라 우충기 투겐시 지는 이돈 니동 니슈 자숨 로이 나와 니베기 체 니슈 자징인 우제 티발라 꼬네 다다양 우제기 투긴 시미기 시디 진달라 페니 토삼 로정 낭신 자경 쭈미기 남들진니 슈발라 발람싱네 잡제 강오리미제 라마 남초네 지나 수망기 템발라 막삼당 투긴 몰람 삽진 케바르도 잡주리미제 콩라양 플라lum기 제와 사베기 끼고 담아시 임베 라리양 엔도로 페비오바 투라 총네 잡제 자사르미 잘라슈 자자 잡제 자사르미 지경 투거 치게당 디미 이시기 지베 지로 니동 니슈 자시 나와 두베기 치 니슈님 소망 곰베기 자우 자 우제카마 소난 감게라 또데 남만랑추기 양세 망원진당 첸 라주카마 두주니마 시솔 진진 자웨라마 잡제 강어리미지 투공당 잡제 야사르미지 디미 이시기 지베 원진 따이 제다라 나와 대신도 잡지 강화를 미제 장시비 총가르기 가든 체라 예외기 도상 개발진데 질문이 돈 이슈 자지 다와 주베기 진 이슈 자기인 모수 추동하서 쇼바 나서 투지치
respect and supplication to root guru his eminence Jumang Gawaramichi venerable Turkus and Kimbus and entire Sangha community present at this special occasion. I would also like to greet Tasdilek and warm welcome to all the assembled guests and devotees who have traveled from far and near to witness the enthronement ceremony of Tulku Kamar Dubjenima. I would like to seize the opportunity to give a brief introduction on the biography of Togden Lama Kamal Lachok and his incarnation, Latu Kama Tujunima. Togden Lama Kamal Lachok was born in the Wood Tiger year, according to the Tibetan lunar calendar, 1914-80, in the Nyala village of Surmang, Eastern Dokham. His father was Shalam Singhe, a chieftain of Shalam family, and his mother was Chawang Lacho of Tongoza. He was the eldest of 7 sons and was given the name Yama when he was young age. At a very young age, his mother gave him some head ornaments and jewelry and sent him to study at Surmang Seda. After a long period of study, the 10th Tengatuku sent him to Palpung. After completing his studies at Seda, he was sent from monastic seat of Palpung to Tonggo Monastery as the abode for the summer retreat. Completing the retreat, he again returned to Palpung. After that, in order to perform the funeral rites for his mother, he made full prostrations, beginning from Janat Mani all the way to central Tibet until his foot touched the sacred statue of Sakyamuni at Chokhang. He spent a few years in retreat at the snow mountain of Tokar, and then went on pilgrimage to the 4 sacred mountains, regions of Uchang, including Taksili Gochang and Dak Yelpa. During that period, he established extensive connection with the aristocrats and the people of central Tibet, as well as with practitioners and benefactors. Then he went to Nakchukha, where he practiced meditation for a long time at Samten Kazang, the seat of the Borom Kaju. In that region, he not only built a temple of Amitayas and 1,000 images of Amitayas painted in gold in temple, but also established in the practice of pure land of great bliss and other practices in upper, lower, and middle regions of the northern Nomdic region. Thus, he carried out extensive deeds of the holy Dharma and stayed there for a long time. Arriving at Churko, he met His Holiness 16 Yawankama Paranjuripe Dorji and received numerous empowerments, teachings, and instructions. As per the instruction bestowed by Yawankama, he traveled with His Holiness to Sikkim through Bhutan. It is said that he gave empowerments and oral transmission to Gyawankama, who in turn built deep trust in him and showed him great respect. His Holiness also gave him a sacred handheld money of His Holiness 15 Gyawankama Khachab Dorji, which he always carried with him. The king of Sikkim invited Togden Lama to his palace and turned the palace into Takchi Hermitage, where they established regular Nyingme fasting retreat, the practice of attaining the pure land of great bliss, benefiting countless students. He spent 9 or 12 years in retreat in a cave at Jongar Takchi, reciting mantra where he had direct vision of Avalokitesvara. As a result, people around the cave used to call him Mani Lama. He spent most of his time at Tachi and visited Rumtek only on rare occasions. His Holiness Ripedorji sent him abroad on several occasions as his representative. During these visits, he never collected offerings from others, but sometimes devotees used to hide them under the mattress. Even so, he used those to make feast offerings and so forth. Thus, practicing the conduct of the renunciate, not only did he meditate while he was staying, he would always be in meditative state even while traveling back and forth. While he was staying at Rumtek, one night, he had a wonderful dream that the roof of the monastery, the main sailing hall, and the base of the Zulmang monastery were all covered with a brilliant golden halo. Filled with multiple rays of light, the sun rose from the mountain tops in the middle of the yellow light, and the monastery of Zulmang became endowed with incomparable splendor. When he awoke, he felt a surge of joy. He thought, I have had a good dream, one I have never had one before. He felt great joy. When he got up in the morning, a monk came to him and said, Jawan Rikpe Dorji is calling you to his room. When he approached Jawan Rikpe Dorji, he was told, today, Sumang Gawan is going to be taken from his father's house, and you must be his teacher. He thought to himself, I had a good dream the night before yesterday, and today too is an auspicious day. I should not refuse, and thus agreed to the request, saying yes. Since 1977, Chapje Sumang Gawan arrival at Rumtek, he had been Sumang Gawan teacher. But he was always so absorbed in meditations and so inspired by his faith in all gurus that he had no pride in being a teacher, but instead regarded them as his own gurus. One day, he approached young Rikpe Dorji and said, I have thought about the signs and auspiciousness of the previous time when I accepted your request to become Rinpoche's teacher. Now, when Gawan Rinpoche was gradually growing up, Togden Lama requested a qualified teacher for Rinpoche, to which His Holiness the Gyalwang Karmapa agreed. Then, once again, he went into seclusion and stayed at Takchi training disciples. Then he went to Lhasa, where he continuously engaged on meritorious deeds like prostrations, circumambulations, and so on. Then he came back to Sikkim again. One day he went to Rumtek, where he received offerings of food and drink. He instructed one of his students that his remains should be cremated at the public cremation ground blessed by Gyalwang Karmapa, and not to hold any special cremation for him. He then went to Takchi, where was assumed to be ill on the way. Immediately, Kyabje Gawan Rinpoche and Kyatul Rinpoche came to the house and bestowed medicine Buddha initiation to Togden Lama. Following that, 1983, the year of the water peak, he passed into parinirvana. After 3 days of remaining in meditative state, his remains were brought to Rumtek cremation. The entire assembly of monks, led by Nemba Rinpoche, Gawan Rinpoche, Kyatul Rinpoche, and the ritual master Tenzin Phunjuk, held a ceremony of the cremation, and in accordance with his last wishes, the remains were carried to the public charnel ground and cremated. All the expenses and responsibilities for the funeral and so forth were taken by Rinpoche's father, Sonam Gyatso. This concludes the brief biography of Togden Lama Kamalacho. The incarnation of Togden Lama Kamalacho, Latu Kama Dujunima, was born on October 22, 1999 in Martam Dintam to father Bechung Bhotia and mother Jamsung Bhotia. Tuku has 6 siblings, 2 older brothers and 4 younger brothers. He first entered the monastic life at Tashi Choling Monastery in Chankar when he was 6 years old. For 3 years, he studied reading and writing with Lama Sunjing Bhotia as his teacher at the monastery. After that, he was brought by his uncle Kamaseduk to Lingdon Monastery, where he entered the monastic order. His Eminence Kyabje Sumang Gawan Rinpoche performed the hair cutting ceremony and conferred the layperson's vows on him, giving him the name Kamasonam Rabge. Then he began to learn reading and writing with the Vajra master of this monastery, Lama Khirab Chawang, and was cared for until he became independent. After that, having spent 2.5 years in the monastery, he received the nobles vows from the crown jewel of the Kaljut lineage, Kyabje Gosei Gyatso Rinpoche, and gradually received the empowerment of Kuntu's collected works and the oral transmission of the Indian text of Mahamudra. He studied with great diligence the rituals of Surmang tradition. Primarily, Tunku mastered various traditional practice under the guidance and demonstration of teachers led by chanting master Komachibel, who has been the main caretaker of Tuku from his childhood, and the head chanting master Lodo Wangcho. On May 29, 2017, he received the certificate of completion of his studies in the traditional practices and other trainings. In the year 2022, he was appointed as the junior chanting master of the monastery and served the post for 3 years. Later on February 21, 2023, he was appointed as the head chanting master, a post which he still holds to date. He has also been attending classes at monastic Seda, diligently engaging in study and contemplation, emulating the activity of an ordinary monkhood. Recently, Chapje Gongwa had an insight that Lama Lachuk, who was an extraordinary being, had a deep connection as a teacher and a student with Chapje Rinpoche, and also harbored a deep aspiration and devotion to the Surmang teachings. As such, Chapje Gongwa Rinpoche realized that Lama Lachok had again returned to serve the teachings and informed Chapje Gyaltsab Rinpoche about the incarnation. Following the request, Chapje Gyaltsab Rinpoche, with his unobscured wisdom, recognized Kamasanam Rabge, the head chanting master of the monastery, as the incarnation of Togden Lama Lachok on the 20th of June 2024. He was given the name Latu Kama Durjunima, and in accordance with the wishes of his root Lama, Chapje Gongwa Rinpoche, and the sign of recognition given by Chapje Gyaltsab Rinpoche. The interment of Latu Durjunima is being held today on June 29, 2024, an auspicious day close to the celebration of Chapje Gongwa Rinpoche's birthday. Thank you very much.
Sonjo Kuni Kandu Chombo Herkaba Kie Teloba Ninja Tembanada Tomba Maselodo and Kesingiso Drigi Tembanada Kaviji Lama Manga Sadio He your Kebrikilam Chopra June Raida Kinkuru Yantichabda Kadi Chumba Majeba Ranja Nanjan Desetin Jamne Tamba Parakarma Surman Kaju Jitemba Dago Jate Ramboke Zejo Pirwala Toto Beche Tamba Jabje Surman Kawanche Jotemba Namjur Chugu Sam Yesipri Jeva Zongo Chugu Tukanambadam Chogo Samje Luge Denu Samje Naji Lava Samje Toge Berlazon Lombuji Nada Kelo Gevesine Namba Redo Yonde Jiba Dembe Gindi Deba Janso Yonji Nyewa Samo Yinsu Favorable Gama Durgin Matula Kunja Barzon Chuni Husan Demian Kia Pende Maluba Yeza Jelvetemba Rambo Tarki Jela Yurin do Nebatam Lagpur do Temba Te Yang Rongo Jubatemba Rambo Kasa Chuchi Grange Dubi Temba Rambo Sergey Yang Yutavadini Sodu Nego Kund Tarki Jela Yurin do Nebatam Sergio Gindi Jideno talk to Tantan Sanjay Long Lava Samji Nyamne Long Denu Samji Kenye Hero Kolo Samji Sava Dundarve Temba Tenzi Kunji Tsuge Tampara Juba Tusum Jela Kunji Teleje Ramzo Parjao Wambo Sanjay Karmapa Orje Dondar Tele Wang Dorje Ube Samgo Gendi Tai Sudar Moje Dam Jango Java Jatso Kot Tong Koshi Rambo Chusu Jarva Yase Tukse Nami Kutse Chapi Kajir Temba Lagpur do Chapje Surmo Karte Tosum Yeko Mekhe Dorji Manjalva Yodo Manova Jamse Tavate Nalate Sawasum Toki Gendo Tada Gimi Yigida Tomo Cham Jodam Cham Yong the Jibada Bochoka Karma Drugi Nyamatalan Japar Sambojo Namra Yemde Toge Yon Gaji Tunga Majiba Daso Namjin Desa Sera Kunji Jam Savala Majabye Surman Kaon Ramboji Kundu the Traje Ramoni Yender Ahi Senara Nedan the Ramboju Kosum Tosum Jedam Kadisum Yupungo and Tosum Ramoji Nadi also come to Punayam Kadi Yupungo Chahe Savi Yabba Mejam Raja Toje Nam Yatsuzo was said the Sergil of Mender Tombo Naji Pulay Good major, but on some say, Tayab more than you call Matonji, but the Yuke, Sondo, the Serzan of the Sanje, Tebami, you could play Som Dami, Tower, you the Chombo, Danzo, the Lode Karbas on Mujek, Toye Jamso Tregang, Maven Dova Yola Zevicha, but that's all the Serzala Trabacadom, Chode Pelek, Yonde, Yonzo Meziban Dover, Tella, Lonzo, Job, Danzon, the Sergil Trabacomba, Pelek, Tele Yalamawa, Job, Danzon, the Lily Trabba, Doge, Pelek, Charger, Koma, all the Jurgi, Nala, the Jun, Tele, Mamba, Chap, Danzon, Niender Yeke, I down down. Those are your Hela Jeba, Gendry, Kunji, Gorjare, they could do some Jabalon, Hubalana. Mayor Celede, Bechon, he gave a tone, Celede, in the neck of Pardu Tungo, Young Avalator, Teko, Toma Mebane, Saka said that they don't need to Temetsuta, the Sagitan, Tamjur review, Tarto, Sanje, Compound, Moji Tobatam. Said the Demba Ma Jamjung Zobanamenien, Deto Tamjinego, Madubani, Tada, Zini Hien, to get Cho Pomjur Su Lesoji go Tada, Yerso, the Jake, Manyon, Kono, Pervada, Love for the Choco, Kama to Vinia Machele, Japon, because a Kajer Tembata. Jabi Somo, Kaona, Moji Toki, Yendo, Cheta, Lava, Lomi, Tarsin, the Temba, Moji Jetam. Love for the Somo, Kaji, Temba, Moji, Manyoki, Yerso, the Jake, Temba, Hedoji, Nijigoni, the person, Jasavasi, never chose some Java jump to Jersey, the Soro, he saw a person, Devalana. They take in the Drabatomo, Jamjo, Zeki, Hilo, Naviam Mandrova, Che, so Lenja and Devalazo. Larmoba, Taji, Chusi, Gobjerson Manchen, Kaji, Temba Range, Dokarbo. Tavye Soma Bogolek, Temba Range, so good Ginger Lama Selo, Kalate Yichur, Yedo Lazo Modu Chaginian, Chojo Soma Tela, Lugijo, Council, Lugitobatayo, Mangalo Bazayante.
Lago Kama to Gini Maramuji Choke, Yak Mayam Tibe, Queen and Renamti, Tabjaka Oramuji Chola, Mandal Kusun to Din the Burshager.
Now, for the fifth program of the ceremony, Patrick Kamadujin Marinche and his mother and relatives will offer mandala of representations of enlightened body, speech, and mind to Kebje Sumanko.